Start. Start. Go live. Go live. Peace and love, kings, queens, and gods. I am the Floating Yogi, and this is Floating Yogi's Book Club, brought to you by Yogi, Urban Yogi Wellness and Education, where we are restructuring health and wellness in the community, one healthy habit at a time. So come on in, invite a friend. Matter of fact, invite about 10, because it's the Floating Yogi's Book Club, and we about to go in, y'all. So I'm going to give you this time to actually do about just that. I know there's a nice little 30-second or so delay. So Julie, come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Zen Jan, welcome. Come on in. We reading the Tao Te Ching today. So get something to drink, get comfy, get cozy, invite those 10 friends. And maybe one of my 10 friends, Yoga, will help let you know a little bit about how you could be a part of the community, how you can tap into the daily meditation and accountability. Just, ways you could be part of the growth game.
Polls have shown that over 50% of Americans spend too much time on their cell phones. That means you're probably one of them. Why not hop on over to UEUYWE.BC, the letter D and the letter C, on IG, that's Instagram. Check out the story. It's going to have a question for you. It's going to say, did you move and meditate today, or are you bullshitting on your greatness? It's a very simple question. We are not defining movement. We are not defining meditation. That's up to you. We ain't pushy. We just try and make you a little bit better. So if you agree that moving and meditating is an important daily practice, then get on that story, and under that question there's a poll. Click the move and meditate button. Or if you're stuck in stagnant, then click that one. You're going to get a little blue heart next to your name for your shout out the next day. But either way, hit the poll button. The next day you get a reminder, a notification, and you're part of the community of growth. And you're part of people who can hold you a little bit more accountable to you, to a practice that you wish to observe. So let's move and meditate today. Let's stretch our brain matter. Let's crack open these book cheeks.
These book cheeks. I'm going to be honest with you. That is all that I took away from that. I'm not going to lie to you. We're going to crack open these book cheeks. This is brought to you by UE, Urban Yogi Wellness and Education, where we are restructuring health and wellness in the community, one healthy habit at a time. As I said earlier, I'm the Floating Yogi. This is the Floating Yogi's Book Club. And one of the people who helped me be me, helped me do what I do, my dude Tony, he's part of the crew. He's from a dimension where people are our greatest resource, Yoga universe. And that's exactly what he is, a fantastic resource. I encourage you to check in with him, see one of the ways that he can help you. And one of that is tapping into the daily meditation, daily movement, accountability. Do you care enough about your well-being to move and meditate, or are you bullshitting on your greatness? What you doing? Alright. I'd like to thank Lifeform as well. They have some fantastic yoga mats you can use to get some of these on-mat lessons on the microcosm, so you don't have to feel them when they're on the macrocosm in the world, in our day-to-day life. So, and we can take some of those lessons that you learn on the microcosm on these Lifeform mats, these non-slip resistant mats, and places like this, spaces like Midday Mind Right, we can start to integrate them into our day-to-day life. So, Join us. We're reading the Tao Te Ching. And we're going to skim through some of these. Tony, you remember where we left off? We was at 94.
45, my brother. Who was that? 45.
Dang, I was at 47. Alright.
But I am down to read half tonight if you are.
Let's see.
If you're up for it, you can read a chapter and I'll read the next chapter.
Explore with it. Let's see what they're talking about. It's a little sporadic, a little here, a little there, but you know, this is a meditations books type thing. It's not a story book. It's just different things you can just think about. Explore within. I feel like that should be something that can be like poetic and still get the point across. Without
you know what?
What? What's that?
You just said my internet was unstable. I'm gonna skip the first chapter and be right back. Keep going.
Alright. Without going abroad, you can have knowledge of the world. Without gazing at the stars, you can perceive the heavenly Tao. The more you wander, the less you know. The wise explore without traveling, discern without seeing, finish without striving, and arrive at their destination without leaving home. Ooh, they look within. What up? Welcome, Marcel. Welcome, Oh So Bree. How you be? Alright. I like that one. We can have knowledge of the world, gaze at the stars, yeah. And I like the line, the more you wander, the less you know. Because the more you learn, the more you realize you don't know. So I feel like that gives a good perspective on things. Those like Zen masters and yoga masters and martial arts masters, they're like, master one move. Cleverness. Cleverness sounds good. Those who study in school become clever, while those who practice the Tao become simple. Again and again, students of the Tao must humble themselves until they reach a state of non-doing. Then they will do nothing, yet leave nothing undone. In ruling a nation, one must not use cleverness. The clever are not fit to command. I like that. I get where they're coming from. It's more so saying that looking at cleverness as, ooh, can you define clever? And I strongly...
Clever.
Mm-hmm.
Clever. Adjective. Quick to understand, learn, and devise or apply ideas. Devise is plan or invent. So quick to understand, learn, and
so I think that the reason why you put that in there is because earlier in there they're talking about reaching a state of non-doing, humbling themselves, becoming simple. They talk about they'll do nothing but nothing gets undone. In cleverness, it starts off talking about they're quick to. They're not patient. And that's why they're saying that the clever are not fit to command. It's the quick response as opposed to like, all right.
Hey, Brent on YouTube. What's up, bro?
Hey, what up, Brent? So, I like that. I like that one. You gonna say anything substantially different? No, you muted. That means no.
I missed most of the chapter. I'm good.
Universality. Wise rulers have boundless hearts. For the hearts of the people, they find their own. The wise ruler treats the good with goodness and treats the not so good with goodness. 2. For goodness is its own reward. The wise ruler treats the faithful with good faith and treats the unfaithful with good faith too. For good faith is its own reward. Wise rulers are universal. The people are their eyes and ears. I think that one was pretty simple, pretty plain to the point. I like it though. I'm starting to like
What
these.
number?
49, universality. Oh, you're going to have titles. Yeah, same thing. I get that. It's like saying the ruler doesn't have different standards for others than they do for themselves. And I feel like that as the leader of the house, the same way. Even if there are different rules, I still hold myself accountable. Or if I could do other things, I still hold myself accountable to do them because I want to be a part of everything, because then I can understand what some of the hiccups could be and how we can actually work around it and work with the people who are doing it for the most part, whether it's in business or the personal life. So have a little hand in it, right? And
mine isn't about the rulers. Mine is from the perspective of the sages.
Similar concept, okay.
My second line is, I'll just go a little bit. The sages have no constant mind. They take the mind of the people as their mind. Those who are good, I am good to them. Those who are not good, I am also good to them. Thus, the virtue of goodness. Those who believe, I believe them. Those who do not believe, I also believe them. Thus, the virtue of belief. The sages live in the world. They cautiously merge their mind for the world. The people all pay attention with their ears and eyes. The sages care for them as children.
Yeah, pretty much the same. Hey, what up, Melody and Martian? Yeah, you just had a lot more words. I thought yours was the poetic one, but not poetic. And also, because this one just summarized the wise ruler treats the faithful with good faith and treats the unfaithful with good faith too. For good faith is its own reward. Same with the goodness. And yeah, and I get that, because if you do bad or wish bad on somebody else, you're poisoning yourself as well, especially if you see yourself as the other person.
Drinking poison and expecting the other person to die.
Yeah. Invulnerability. Nah, I'm not too fond of that. Profound virtue.
We skipping 50?
Yeah. Skipping 51.
Oh, there's 52 about mothers?
Yeah, let's do 52. When creation began, the Tao became the world's mother. When you know your mother, you also know her as a child. When you recognize that you are a child, you will stay close to your mother so she can keep you safe. Those who watch their mouths and guard their actions will be free from trouble at the end of life. Those who babble and meddle in others' business cannot escape from trouble, even to the end of life. To recognize your insignificance is empowering. To show sympathy is strength. Those who follow the Tao's light arrive at enlightenment. The Tao's light. Alright, fair enough. What up, y'all? Welcome, Brooke. Welcome, Melly. Baby. Bird. My bird. Either way, welcome. If y'all want to be part of the growth gang, if you want to be part and get these services, I highly encourage you to sign up on the website, uedc.com. It is free 99. You only have to pay attention, and of course, like I said, sign up online, and then you'll get notifications for when we're going live and the other services that are available. Check it out. We all need a little healthy habits to reinforce a better state of well-being. What up, poet? Welcome, man. Did that go the way you thought it would, Payover?
Yeah. Oh, I read the whole book today. I went ahead and started where we was at, and I was mowing the lawn, and I just went ahead and cranked it all the way up max volume. And when I got to the end, I played the last chapter like 4 times, and I was wondering why it kept going. And I checked it, and I was just like, oh, that was short.
Yeah, it's a short book. It's a short book. Yeah, okay. Nurturing feminine energy, love it. The plain way. Alright, the plain way. Even if you lack great learning, still you can walk the ways of the great Tao. It is not ignorance, but cleverness that you should fear. The great way is very plain. Capital W on the way, by the way. Yeah. When the palace is splendid, the great way is very plain, so the proud prefer the bypass. When the palace is splendid, the fields are likely to be weedy and the granaries empty. To wear jewels and silks, to flash your weapons, to eat and drink excessively, to store up wealth and treasure, this is the way of robbers. Pomp is contrary to the Tao. Okay. Alright. Don't splurge. Splurging is against the Tao. I get that.
And you see why this is my favorite book now? Like, my version talks about people. Like, it literally says the word people a lot. And it's talking about, and even yours is talking about rulers and people and things like that. I, probably similarly to you, already feel some burden by a social media follow. Like a concern, a genuine concern. And this book really speaks to a lot of my life. Like I live these principles because I'm Yogi, and a lot of it's about people.
People, yeah. I see what
and how you should treat them.
Oh, I'm seeing the connections. That help to illuminate things a little bit more.
My internet is unstable, so I'm not going to read tonight.
Okay, all good. 54. This one speaks exactly to what you was just talking about with the social media following people and feeling the impact. A tree that is well planted is not easily uprooted. A treasure that is well guarded is not easily taken away. If you pass on the Tao to your children, your family's virtues will endure. The one who practices the Tao shows that virtue is real. The family that practices the Tao shows that virtue is abiding. The township that practices the Tao shows that virtue is enduring. The nation that practices the Tao shows that virtue is expansive. The empire that practices the Tao shows that virtue is universal. One person becomes a model for others, one family for the other families, one town for other towns, one nation for other nations, one empire for all empires. I like that. Be the example you want to see. Take a look in the mirror and make the change. Na 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 na. I'm gonna cut that before they try to copyright me because it was so good, right? See it, sign it. Become childlike. A lot of the monks and stuff talk about, not monks, is it the monks? Yeah, talk about becoming more childlike, yeah. And I support these thoughts.
Yo, my goodness, like, how's Yogi?
2.5.
Okay, have you ever raised any other kids, siblings, cousins? No?
Nerd.
You're about to learn so much. You're gonna learn more, I think, the next few years ago. Like, oh,
I
their
believe
little
it.
shadow work boxes, just waiting to unpack everything about yourself. Because you all they know.
Yeah.
So everything bad about them
Come
came
from you.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, it's your fault. Because you be watching them let too much TV or something like that. But like, oh my, the next 3 years, man.
Or short form episodes, and then their attention span is shot and short. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. It's a lot. It's a lot.
How much did I make? It's a lot. I forgot.
I'm gonna learn though. I'm with it. I'm with it. On that note, become more childlike. Hey, what up, y'all? Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's the Floating Yogis Book Club. We live. We making it happen. If you want to be part of the growth gang, want to be part of the Zoom room, I encourage you to sign up on the website, uedc.com, and that is where you can find access to all our services we have. They are free 99. Free 99. You only have to pay attention. So, come on through, make it do what it do. Alright, become childlike. The virtuous are like innocent children. Poisonous insects will not sting them. Wild beasts will not seize them. Birds of prey will not attack them. Their bones may be weak and their muscles tender, but their grasp is sure. They know nothing of power, yet they are bursting with life. Their spirits are strong indeed. They can sob and cry all day without becoming hoarse. Their voices are harmonious indeed. To know this harmony is to know the eternal. To know this eternal is to know enlightenment. To increase life is to know blessedness. To increase inner vitality is to gain strength. As creatures grow and mature, they begin to decay. This is the opposite of the Tao. The Tao remains ever young. As far as I feel him on the beginning, on the intro, Joan, about like beasts and stuff want to attack him and X, Y, Z. And that stuff be happening for me. I ain't gonna hold you. Animals love me, kids love me. I be like, yo, this is great and everything, but I don't need random foxes running up to me. Possum, you're cool and everything at the trash can and whatnot, but, and you're not like fussing at me, but can you just not be here? I would appreciate it. And then the jump just dip. It just be dipping. Or it'll stay there and I'll put the trash in the trash can. And then it'll go. Well, I'll go. I don't know what it does after that. It just looks at me. So, yeah, no, I get that. I get that. Things kind of just go in your favor. It's like you have a certain type of influence. I feel like they just notice you're not dangerous. They get that.
I really liked at the end that they separated the Tao more. Like a lot of the chapters are poetic, inviting you to go deeper. But it's concrete that the Taoists, contrary to the Tao, will soon perish. Like it's saying that when we speak of the Tao, we're speaking of something timeless. Like think about all the things that come and go. That is the Tao. Like the Tao is the essence of life itself, as opposed to any living being. It is the thing that unites us all.
The ether.
Exactly. Is it prana? Chi?
Could be the same things, right? Who knows? Embrace mystery. Those who talk do not know. Those who know do not talk. Done. We're done with the book. We finished it. All right. So, I'm going to turn this off. I'll see y'all later. You know where to catch me. I'll be back Thursday for a meditation where I'll shut up the whole time.
Better not in my favorite book.
We'll do a meditation on Thursday. I don't have to talk. It'll be cool. Alright. There's more. The wise shut their mouths and watch their actions. Answers. They dull their sharpness, unravel their tangles, dim their brilliance, and embrace their mystery. They cannot be moved by praise or blame. They cannot be changed by profit or loss. They cannot be honored or humiliated. And so, the wise are truly honored. I'm rocking with that, y'all. Yeah, because it's a whole bunch of, we're in the time now where it is very easy to show something that is not real. We are in a time of liars, of visual liars. The wise shut their mouths because they know if they're going to say something, people are going to have a comment. Because the second you put it out there, you're asking for a comment. You're asking for a response. Well, I wasn't asking for a response. Well, then guess what you would have done? Shut your mouth. So, they dull their sharpness. Yeah, I got a witty response right here, but I'm going to be quiet. They unravel their tangles. I'm going to deal with my shit. They dim their brilliance. Ooh, we don't need the attention over here. And embrace the mystery. What's going to happen next? Who's going to say what?
Man, the wisest people do be speaking the least, and whenever they talk, like, everybody pays attention to them. Like, I've seen it 1,000 times. I've seen it in chat rooms, I've seen it in Zoom rooms, at work meetings, at social meetings, at social gatherings. Like, that quiet person, like, when they speak, you should listen to them.
So, I haven't looked too deep into this, but like a very vague, great explanation of one thing that I have experienced is a few people, or when I talk all day, my words seem to have less power. As I shut up and just say less, when I do speak, there's more moves from me speaking.
For me as a coach, it was always, I want to talk the least, and I want you to move the most. So a lot of times I actually left them confused and in a state of tiredness. And we would stretch in between things, or take water whenever we needed to. Those were very things.
What up, Tara? Welcome to the book club. We're reading the Tao Te Ching. Tony, that sounds like torture. I'm gonna be honest with you. It sounds like torture. I want to make sure they're confused and tired. And I can get anything I want out of them. What's the code to the vault?
Well, kids,
where did you put the remote?
Look, think of it like this. Think about it like this. If we're doing jumping jacks, and you're surrounded by kids doing jumping jacks, I'm not going to really teach you how to do a jumping jack unless I have to. I'm going to just say do it. Mm-hmm. It's a jumping jack. Fair. Come on.
Yeah, I got you.
Come on. And the way I ran my the way I ran my gym, it was last time. Tell you what, everybody ran, hit the mat, stretching, 5, 6, 7, 8, everything like moved, boy. Them kids went home. Them parents loved me.
Them kids came home exhausted. The army is best directed with strategy, and people are best ruled by giving them freedom. How do I know this so? By the Tao. The more restrictions are enacted, the more restrictions are enacted, the poorer the people become. The more soldiers patrol the streets, the more disorderly the city becomes. Pause and look back at reality. History repeats itself. The more officials are
Where there are more police, there are more crime.
The more officials are crafty and cutting, the harder the people are to control. The more laws and orders are issued, the more thieves and robbers abound. Yeah. The wise ruler says, if I practice restraint, the people will reform themselves. If I love peace, the people will become peaceful. If I'm not greedy, the people will become prosperous. If I practice simplicity, the people will remain simple. And if you're governing a lot of people, that I would want them to be simple. I'm going to be honest. Hey, what up, Mo? Welcome, 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 my G. If you don't know, check him out. You know he got the detox elixirs, sea moss, serums, everything. He gonna have you covered and get you together. But yeah, you want simple people.
This one reminded me of every drug that's been decriminalized.
You know what I'm saying? And people still in jail for it. I'm gonna just keep looking at this piece of paper here. Let's see, is this one we gonna read? Yeah, simple and square. I still listen to the late Dr. Wayne Dwyer. Yup. Swear by that book. I have to check it out. Yup. We here every Tuesday night at 9 o'clock. Come on through and join the crew. Matter of fact, invite about extra too, because we got meditations on Thursdays too. Bars. Brr, 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 brr. Yeah, we'll read simple and square. When an administration practices simplicity, the people are content. When an administration is nosy, the people become unruly. When a labor of the many supports the happiness of the few, such happiness only conceals misery. Who can stop the cycle? It never ceases. The normal becomes abnormal. The fortunate become unfortunate. The people are kept in confusion. Wise rulers are square, but they do not poke. They are angular, but do not injure. They are upright, but do not cross. They are bright, but not glaring. Okay, I like that. I like that. They're square, but they don't poke. Okay, circling square type stuff. You can also get this book on Amazon. It's super cheap. Super cheap. And also, if you want a PDF version, I got a guy who can hook you up. He's a phenomenal resource. His name's Tony, and he's from a dimension where people are our greatest resource, and I think he might just, make it do what it do. There go the link. It just came on through. Just check it out and got you covered. It's a different version from the one that I'm reading currently, but this is the poetic one, so it sounds all nice and pretty. And the other one, I'm gonna give you shit. Alright, Life Without Limits. We're definitely reading that one. In ruling and in life, nothing surpasses moderation. One must form the habit early. Acquiring moderation results in accumulating virtue. By accumulating virtue, nothing is impossible. If nothing is impossible, one knows no limits. If one knows no limits, one may rule the empire. Those who possess moderation will endure. They have deep roots and strong stems. This is the secret to a long life, the lasting insights of the Tao. Moderation.
Self-love and self-discipline.
Yeah. Like, for real. That's what we be talking about over here anyway. And and we got number 60, fearless. Nah, I'm not gonna read that. Submission 61. This might bring some more people in because it's gonna be slightly controversial. I might hit some of the the what are those key phrases or something that triggers stuff people that triggers the IG, Facebook, YouTube censors. Let's see. 61, submission. A well-governed yeah, the cancel jump. A well-governed state is like a woman. Just as a woman, through cheerful and able service, wins control over a man, so a great state, by its peaceful generosity to smaller countries, wins their allegiance. And so a small state, by yielding to the great state, wins influence over it. Some submit to a conqueror, others conquer by submitting. Great states have no higher purpose than to form a federation and feed the people. Small states have no higher purpose than to enter a federation and serve the people. They have different ends, but to achieve them, they both must practice submission. I like that. I like that one. Both must practice submission. I thought it was going to get a little bit more ratchet than that. They cleaned it up. It was very nice.
Yep, they made it a place of power.
You said what?
This is the way. They made submission a place of power. This is the way.
Hey, what up, G? How you be? Hi, them babies. Yeah, all three. Hee. Okay, moving forward. Alright, yeah, we can read this one. The Saving Tao. The Tao is the sanctuary of all. It is a good person's treasure and a bad person's last resort. Beautiful words may sell goods, but it takes kind actions to save people. Why should people be put to death for their mistakes? Even criminals can reform. Better than riding a fine horse in emperor's entourage is sitting and teaching the Tao to those who need it most. The ancients esteemed the Tao because those who seek it will find it. And by it, sinners can be saved. Is it so? Is it not so? This is why the world honors the Tao. It didn't go where I thought it would. Fair enough. But I agree with what they're saying. The put to death is pretty interesting. That's a bit intense. And it puts a lot karmically on a lot of people who have nothing to do with the situation. Because someone got to do it. The judge got to do it. You got to make the decision, and someone else is going to do it. Someone else is going to put him in the chair. Someone else. It's an interesting process, and it's all for some money. So I'm moved forward. You know, small beginnings. Avoid striving and practice non-doing. Learn to taste the tasteless, to grow the small things and to multiply the few. Respond to hatred with kindness, resolve difficulties while they're easy, and manage great things while they're small. All the world's problems arise from the slight causes, and all great achievements have small beginnings. The wise stay out of great affairs, and so establish their greatness. Many things that appear easy are full of difficulties. This is why the wise consider everything difficult, so in the end they have no difficulties. Okay, not really agreeing with that last line, Does yours say it differently? You probably got a whole different last line.
Mine says, so they never encounter difficulties all through life. But the verse right before it says, therefore sages regard things as difficult. So they never encounter difficulties all through life. That's a paradox and a parable.
Yeah.
Metaphor, literal.
Mine says the wise consider everything difficult. So I get that one. That's saying like if everything is difficult, then difficult is normal. So therefore, there's no difficult. It's just another.
You gotta take it in context. Yep.
But then again, not then again, if I were to write it, I would have just written it a little different. That's it. It ain't my book. I don't see over here where it say published by the Floating Yogi. Alright, let's see.
Have you read any books yet?
Not yet. It's coming. These study guides coming out, they're going to come out hot. They're going to come out straight fire. They're going to be ways to sit back and reference. Oh, these are the 5 coaches. Have I been focusing on my body, on my physical body, the mind coaching? Have I been focusing on the mind body? Have I been focusing on the breath body? Have I been focusing on the wisdom body, the consciousness, the accumulation of our experiences? Have I been focusing on the bliss body? Have I been focusing on actually seeing myself, seeing those limitations that I put on myself and what I identify with, and ways to release those limiting beliefs on myself to have access to potentials and things that I just didn't think were possible. You know, the quick study is going to have those things on it. Yeah, we'll talk about chakras too. Let's see, are we going to read this next one? Okay. Attend to the end. That which is at rest is easily restrained. That which has not yet appeared easily prevented. That which is weak is easily broken. That which is meager is easily scattered. Consider difficulties before they arise, and order things before they become disorganized. Bars. A mighty tree grows from a tiny seed. A pagoda of 9 stories is built from a small brick. A journey of 3,000 miles begins with a single step. Try to reshape a thing and you will deface it. Try to control it and you will lose it. The wise, accepting things as they are, deface nothing. Not seizing things, they do not lose them. While others are in a mad rush for wealth, are always chasing success but come up short. To succeed, to be attentive at the end of the enterprise as at the beginning. The wise do not desire what they do not possess. They learn to be unlearned. They attend to what others ignore. In that spirit, they help things grow without interfering. You just be out the way. You know, I see that's about to happen. Once, I will say this, we do talk about like being in an observer state quite often with like mindfulness and in the yoga world. And that helps you to kind of absorb some of these principles within the Tao, because once you start to see things and you're way less reactionary, you can just move out of the way of issues you know that are going to be a problem. You're not talking, so you're a little bit more focused on the things that are happening around you. So that energy that goes to talking is going to, oh, this person wants to speak. Oh, now, let's say myself, I'd be able to better moderate a conversation. Because I ain't worried about getting that now. I'm just here to hold space. You know what I mean? It makes life easy. Let's see where we at. Oh shit. Okay, we'll do one more. Profound simplicity. This the last one. This the last one. This the last one. Yeah, we almost done. Profound simplicity. In ancient times, rulers who followed the Tao did not puff up to people, but kept them simple-hearted. Clever people are difficult to govern, and so governing people with cleverness is a mistake. While governing with simplicity is a blessing to all, rulers who follow this become good models. This is governing in the spirit of the Tao. The effects of simplicity are profound indeed, deep and far-reaching. It is very opposite of common governing, but it is the most effective way to rule. So, welcome to the Conspiracy Theory Hour with the Floating Yogi. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Maybe they were reading this book when they started doing all these things to Americans. Oh, simple people are easy to govern. So let's keep them uneducated, because then it's just going to be easy. We can just fear-monger them into actions. And then we can give different groups different fears. We can control their reactions. We can control the world! The Binky, or whoever it is, 13 different families. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-boom. Doom-doom. Da-da-da-da! Conspiracy Hour with the Floating Yogi. Okay. Alright. Which one did we end on? 6? Yeah. 65. 65. Ooh, it looks like it's about to start getting a little bit spicy. I'm with that. I'm rocking with that. With that being said, I am the Floating Yogi. Thanks for vibing with us. This is the Floating Yogi's Book Club, brought to you by Yogi, Urban Yogic Wellness and Education, where we are restructuring health and wellness in the community, one healthy habit at a time. This is one of them. You can catch us Thursdays at 12 o'clock for the virtual meditation. Quick midday mind right, a quick 30-minute break from the day, just to get your mind right, close the apps, and then tap back into whatever it is that we need to take care of. You can also check in daily with the daily meditation account, the daily well-being accountability, the movement and meditation accountability with Yoga on the UEDC. And all you got to do is meditate, vote, and share. You can say you're stuck and stagnant. You can say you're moving and meditating. It doesn't matter which it is, but showing up for ourselves, being honest with ourselves. And maybe we need a voice. Maybe we need a little bit of support. It could be in the form of encouraging us on a good day, or it could maybe on a bad day, just letting us know, hey, we're not alone. Anyway, check us out. There's services available, and let us know what else we can do for you. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff. Check out the website before you know what I'm saying, because it's a little saucy. It's a little saucy, and it's getting better day by day. Now I'm done. With that being said, thanks for vibing with it. Questions, comments, want to work on something, send me an email, and let's grow, support@uedc.com. If you want to reach me directly, info@thefloatingyogi.com.